Hey, what's up everybody? This is your girl Miss P. I hope that you are doing fabulous today, and I am here to do another episode of What You Say Happen Now. This is actually volume 27. The last time, I thought it was 27. It was actually 26. But anyway, let's keep it moving. The first thing that I want to talk about is the Trayvon Martin case. There's been updates. People have been talking all week. I just hope that justice is served. That's all I'm saying. I've already done my spill about it on the last What You Say Happen Now. I'm so glad that people are coming together to talk about this, because this does need to be resolved. And my thing is, there's so much crime that is happening in all other areas. I just heard about it today. One of my Twitter followers and a supporter for a long time, Damien, his brother, I believe it was his brother, was murdered. I believe he was at school or whatnot, and nobody has any answers. They know who the killer is, but nobody's confessing or anything like that. And I just think it is terrible, like when people lose somebody, that there's no closure, and it's sickening. It really is. And when people know what happened, like if you have witnesses and they don't come up, I know the code of the streets and all this stuff, but seriously, these are people's families, people's loved ones, and you're sitting there like nothing happened just because of some code and I can't say nothing, and it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. So my prayers are with him, as well as all other families who are dealing with the loss and dealing with this, because it's not only Trayvon Martin and his case, it's so many other people, and this happens on a daily basis. I read the national news all the time, and this happens constantly, every day, not just with the Trayvon Martin case. This happens all the time. So I just want people to continue to watch, as well as pray for just people to understand and people to have compassion. That's what I do every day. I just pray for positive energy around me, as well as in surrounding areas. Next up, I did want to talk about Whitney Houston. Her results are in. Everybody was asking me, Miss B, what do you think about it? What do you think about it? Ultimately, I found it very heartbreaking and very sad that, of course, they did find cocaine in her system, as well as something was going on with the heart, as well as, of course, she had muscle relaxers and sedatives in her body. And ultimately, I did know that something was going to happen like that. I really thought that Whitney Houston, she probably had a heart attack. That's what I was thinking, but it's still not adding up. I mean, with the whole drowning and all of that, I mean, she could have been, very relaxed and could have, fell into the water. She could have had an accident. But my thing is, people were saying that she was cold when they took her out of the tub. So that means she was there for a while. So I'm not really putting this together. And my thing was, I've been hearing a lot of things coming out of the woodwork, but something ain't right. I was listening to the Oprah interview that she did with Whitney Houston's family, and things are just not adding up for me. And then the funeral, what they were saying there, it's just a lot of things and a lot of stories that are coming out, and something's not right. I do not think that Whitney Houston just accidentally drowned. Something else happened, and hopefully they get to the bottom of it. But I really think this is going to be another Michael Jackson case. Oh my God, this happened to him. Oh, Conrad Murray, that's it. I think they're just going to sweep this under the rug, and that's all. Because people were saying that she did not have a heart attack. So that's my thing. Like, what really happened? So I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm sticking to. And of course, I was real emotional in my last Whitney Houston commentary, but now I'm really kind of pissed, because I'm thinking something happened. Somebody, I'm not saying somebody murdered Whitney Houston, but somebody murdered Whitney Houston. How you doing? What do you think? Tell me down below in the comments. I want to know. Okay, I've taken a Benadryl or two, and it'll have you leaning to the left a little bit. So, I don't know. On one hand, she could have accidentally drowned, but on the other hand, somebody could have, hey, I saw the CNN report as soon as the results came out, and people were talking about Ray J did it, Bobby Brown's family. I was like, but y'all just need to be quiet. Hush. She was saying, and I think it was Bobby Brown's sister, and I'm so hurt, and where were you? That's my thing. Just be quiet. If you don't have nothing good to say, you just want to come out the woodwork. It was Ray J. He was her connect. Shut up. Just be quiet. I'm not going to say nothing else, because I could go on and on for days. Another thing I want to talk about, Bobby Brown. I'm not even getting into that either. Next up, American Idol. It is getting good. Last week, it was Billy Joel week, and I know whenever I do these What You Say Happen Nows, the American Idol new episode comes on like the next day or so. But I do want to talk about some of my favorites and some people that really need to go home. Erica, she got the boot. The girl that got her hair cut to black. She went from blonde to black. And my thing is, she was doing good, but of course, it was time for her to get the boot. I just don't think people really believe believed in her and her singing ability, and she started off a little weak, but then she came back stronger, and I loved her new hair color, but baby, that couldn't save her. DeAndre, okay, the cute curly-headed boy with the golden locks. He's very pretty, but the thing about it, you can only be pretty for so long. He's picking the wrong songs, and his voice isn't really adding to it. He's very bored on stage, and you can tell. So hopefully, you know, this upcoming week, he has really good songs. We'll see. Little Holly, Lord. I just want Holly to just be confident in her own ability, because they're kind of damaging her confidence, moving her different up and down, and that really affects her performance. Jessica, she slays every time, but my thing is, I want her to quit doing the yeah, you know what I mean? Sometimes I just want her to sing the song. That's it. Joshua is great, but I do agree that I do not want him to get lost in the sauce. He has that church thing going, but at the same time, sometimes people are like, oh, he gonna be safe, and they forget to vote for him. I do vote for Joshua because I really enjoy his singing style, but last week with the Billy Joel, I really want him to connect with the audience so that they know to vote for him. Philip is actually growing on me. I do like Philip. In the past couple of weeks, you saw on Twitter that I wasn't feeling Philip, but I am enjoying him now a lot more, and I love that he puts his own stank on it, but I do want him to get his wardrobe changed, because honey, that's a mess, and them moccasins, and it's too much. Elise, she stepped up last week. That's why she was saved, because she was really feeling it. Hopefully in the upcoming week she does better. Colton, he is one of my favorites now. I loved how he did Piano Man. That was really good for him, and hopefully, you know, he'll be safe for a little while. I really see him as like in the top 3. Skylar Lane, she is fierce. Every time she come out, I love her outfits and her accessories, and I love her voice as well. Anything that she sings, she really takes it and she runs with it. I really like Skylar Lane. Heejun, baby, you're next. I like Heejun, but sometimes his little sarcasm, that's too much. His sarcasm, it overshadows his voice. He has that cute little R&B voice, but sometimes you don't see it, and last week I certainly did it. But overall, I really enjoy American Idol this season. Braxton Family Values, that finale, it was pretty good. It was okay, but I was kind of missing it because there's been so many episodes. I was like, oh Lord, that's a lot. But if you want to see good Braxton Family Values and Real Housewives of Atlanta commentary and reviews, definitely head over to For It's Rocks. She kills me every time she does those reviews. It's exactly what I'm thinking. So definitely head over there and check her out. She's awesome. Tell her Miss P sent you. She's great. So definitely check her out. Braxton Family Values, their reunion is coming up with Wendy Williams. Hopefully she is not dry as she was last time. So we'll see that reunion, and I'll tell you guys how I feel about it. Mary, their show is coming on. I am glad they did another teaser. I think it's going to be really good. I got into Mob Wives a little bit, but I have to watch all the way from the beginning because I don't know what's going on. That baby girl crying, it's my daddy, my father. I can't get into it. I'm a little nervous. Basketball Wives, honey. Let's get into this one. Evelyn, she just posted outside, waiting, meet me outside. What? Meet me outside. I was like, Evelyn, please go home, sweetheart. Kenya needs to go home. She was like, can I just say something about my best friend from the 5th grade? Now that was funny to me because I was like, wait now. Evelyn is in fight mode. Everybody's standing outside and you want to talk about your best friend on the bucket bars? Girl, go to bed, put the pillow down, put the covers over your head and smother yourself. Susie and Jennifer were talking about the night before, blah, blah, blah. Jennifer, her hair be flat. Ironed, honey. That's all I got to say. Jennifer's hair be to the bone. She was like, and I don't know what I want to do, Susie. It feels like, you know, I want to juggle. I want to skydive. I want to learn how to cook. I want to polish my toenails. You know, I want to eat chicken nuggets. I don't know what I want to do. Keisha Royce and Susie are bosom buddies. Where did this happen at? It's just... their segments are so boring. I'm sorry. I try not to talk about Susie and her list, but she was like, this is so crazy. I was... just because she talk about everybody else and she need to get herself fixed, okay? Baby girl on the radio. Okay, Tammy was a little upset talking to Evelyn about baby girl on the radio and Kenya was there. But baby girl was right. This is not Basketball Wives. This is Hood Rat Wives. And everybody know Kenya is crazy. She don't do nothing but laugh. Royce, you better get them together on this episode. I love how Royce is trying to be more mature. She's not so much, She's like, no, you know, you make your own judgments. And, you know, she's using bigger words. I'm like, come on, Royce. So now Keisha and Evelyn are in love. I really think that we're going to be good friends and we can hang out all the time. And here goes Evelyn. I believe it. I do. Stop. The crew have a meeting. First of all, Kenya, why did you take off them low shoes? What were you gonna do with the low shoes on? She was like, oh, I'm gonna take off my slippers. I'm gonna take them out. Girl, keep your shoes on. Too much. And baby girl, Keisha, why did you start running? And now Kenya has a case of amnesia. She didn't know that she called Evelyn a whore. I really enjoyed this episode. The next one, ooh, I cannot wait. Styled by June. This one was okay for me. I wasn't like, ooh, yes, Styled by June. This is the one with Trina, the baddest bitch. Trina, she was like, I don't think I'm gonna wear that. I did not like Trina's hair at the end. It was just okay for me. The style was really weird. This episode was a little bit more extra and I liked it. I cannot wait to see the one with Debrat, Jaleel White, and Michelle Williams. That's the one I want to see. Lila's Full Court Life. I did enjoy this one with Kelly Rowland. It was really, really cute. I love their relationship. And that's about it for this episode of What You Say Happen Now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Definitely check down below. I was featured on a podcast for Up for Discussion. We talked about relationships, sex, juiciness. It was really good. So definitely check it out down below. And definitely let me know if you like it. And I think I'm going to go into the whole podcasting thing pretty soon. Check out my tech channel, Miss P's Tech Talk. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace, love, and that good stuff. God bless. Bye.